Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 as Italy. We are once again at war with France because they don't seem to understand that we keep winning. I don't know why. Though this time they did try something different. They got an ally, so now the US is at war with us, which, is somewhat of a problem. But we also just got Germany as an ally, so yeah, maybe one-on-one they could have beat us, but I don't think they can beat us now. I'm not sure actually, but either way, Germany has a shitload of ships. France still has an advantage when it comes to dreadnoughts and battle cruisers. They have for the last 10 plus years. But we have a couple of ships that are being made. The Sicily will be coming out of a refit in 2 months' time. 18 months for the new battle cruiser class to be finished, which is kind of a beast. And then, yeah, we have an advantage in subs. I'm thinking we do the same thing we do every war with France, is we send everything to the North Atlantic and blockade them. So, just everything that we can here. We can't do the Marco Polos because they're cramped accommodations. You're all there. Okay. And then a smattering of destroyers. And all of you move ship to the Northern Europe zone. Okay. Alright. Well, and that also means now we'll have 3 aircraft carriers deployed to the Northern Europe, so that's going to be something. Alright, next turn. Gradual rate of fire improvement, that's good. Okay, do purpose mounts, not a big deal. 13 merchants sunk, 1 enemy sub sunk, that's good. And lost for 2 of ours, so we won that month of trade warfare. Convoy attack. Large. Decline. So we're blockaded, but we're blockading them. So they'll vacate the Mediterranean if their normal... what's the word? Their normal behavior follows that trend. If not, then we can just go back to the Med. Yeah, that's something. Here's something I'm thinking about doing. Because we have invasion range, and with Germany, they've got a seaplane carrier. We have a pretty veteran light cruiser in Southeast Asia. Because in Southeast Asia, we have the Brindisi. I'm not sure how to pronounce Italian. But I'm thinking maybe maybe invasion target. Maybe go for that. See if that hurts them. So next turn, let's see what happens. Yes, Sicily's finished a reconstruction. Reduces torpedo mount weight, that's good. Our submarine has sunk a French destroyer and a French corvette. We lose 1 sub, sink 1 merchant, they sink 4. The battle between the German and French. French dreadnought has been sunk, and a German corvette has been sunk. There we go. That's the kind of help I need. Cruiser action. We'll accept. Now, we do have an airbase somewhere around here, but it's the middle of the night, and it looks like it's cloudy. So do we not order battle? Doesn't look like we have anything here. Unknown ship spotted at close range. I want as fast as you can make us. Turn hard. Alright. Let's see what we spot. Weather's cloudy. Is it the middle of the night? It's the middle of the night. Okay, another ship spotted. Don't know who that is. Turn. Okay, we took a shot. Okay, that's a light cruiser. Okay, we're hitting them. Ooh, shell burst. Engine room hit. We're down to 7 knots. Come on, get us a good shot. Keeps hitting our damn engine room. We're gonna sink. Yep. This is not a light cruiser. Can't be. That or it's packing a heavy armament. Yep, we're sinking. We're done. It's a light cruiser. How the hell did they do that? What is this? Oh yeah. That's super heavy armament. We knocked out a torpedo mount, though. Yeah, it's super heavy for their armament on those things. That's a very modern light cruiser. Light cruiser. Let's get you. I want you to move to Southeast Asia. Go ahead and move over that way. It will be a while. Okay. Resume construction on that guy there. Okay, they have not vacated our home waters, but that should be fine. Northern Europe. Move that. I can't move it because it's, yep, because he's going to be blockaded. He might be able to make it. We'll see. We'll see. We are blockading the French, though. And the French did lose a battleship, which now puts them in line with us. And we actually have very similar weights, though their battle cruiser force is still substantially heavier than ours. And that light cruiser down is kind of sucks. They have very modern light cruisers they're making. Alright, next turn. Yes, dominating the seas in those areas. Considering dire situation, we should fight on until we can negotiate. Developed as a private venture, new medium bomber? No. Stopped by the blockade. A large liner is sunk by our submarine. Heavy losses of life, traditional outrage, prestige suffers. Oof. We're still sinking a good number of subs. Or not subs, we're sinking a good number of ships. We're still blockaded, and they're no longer blockaded. That's because the Americans are here. Alright. Everything in Northern Europe. Can't do the same thing we always do. Now we have to move and defend our home waters. Alright, move to the Med. And we'll move to the Mediterranean. Can we also accelerate construction? Shave a month off you. Maybe accelerate construction of you as well. Get these ships out as soon as possible. Alright. Next turn. Yes. Performance data on a French medium bomber. Okay. Submarine sank a U.S. corvette in a gun duel. 8 more merchants and 2 enemy subs sunk for one of our subs. That's not a bad one. A U.S. destroyer and a German seaplane tender have been sunk. Okay. Enemy coastal raid. Enemy coastal raid. Large battle. Looks out. Attack enemy ships in general. Not that you'll be able to because of all of the rain, it looks like. It's partially cloudy. It's just middle of the night, isn't it? Yeah, it's middle of the night. Scout. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get some scouts going. Okay. Alright. Installation 10. And we should have a... Well, we have an airship base there. And we have an air base here that should be able to launch soon. An air base here, so if we check... Yeah, we have plenty of range when it comes to this stuff. At least our torpedo bombers. And medium bombers as well should be able to reach out and touch these things. Yes, can we have you launch your float planes? Doesn't look like you're going to. Yes. Order battle, main force, cruiser division. Let's move this direction and back. Yes. Yes. Go back to a cruising force. Okay, light will be coming soon, and with that we should have a good number of scouts flying out. Give us a good idea where the enemy are. Okay, that's an enemy ship squadron there. Let's turn away, because that's going to be a big thing, I think. No, it's not. Ooh, that's a lot of torpedoes going in on that force. Ooh, that's my alarm. Turn, turn, turn. Don't get stuck in with the torpedo. We got a destroyer moving in. Turn away. Okay, back. Okay, we do have a good sight of what we got here. Oh, yeah. These things are not doing well. It's hit by a torpedo. Okay, we got... They did hit us with a torpedo, damn it. Yep, that's one of our new ones as well. It's a 2,000 tonner. Just got out, like a torpedo snaked in through the pack. Okay, we're mostly just hunting at this point. A couple more good hits on these destroyers will kill them. Oh, yeah. Thought we'd be dealing with battle cruisers, but I haven't seen one. Okay, that's another one of those destroyers down. Are they their new destroyer class? It's a pretty heavy class of destroyer, actually. It's pretty modern. Let's not go parallel with those damn things. Okay. It's an enemy class getting hit by a destroyer. Yes. 20 knots. We're outdoing you. Gonna start heading this way. Try and catch this light cruiser. The more of them we kill, the better off we are. If we can decimate this force, or actually annihilate this force, if we're using proper word choice there. If we can annihilate this force, then we will have won ourselves a great victory. Okay, curve in there. Alright, we sank everything. And a sub. So that was weird. So we lost a destroyer, but that was a major victory. They didn't bombard a single thing. All of our merchants survived. We didn't take any op losses. Yeah, that wasn't actually too bad. So they lost 4 destroyers of their new, like, fresh class of destroyers, and a pretty modern light cruiser. And we lost 1 very modern destroyer. Not a bad trade there. There we go. That brings us back up to semi-parity with them in terms of points. We're still blockaded, but that's because they have a shitload of dreadnoughts here. If only the Germans would move things over to help us. But they're not. Can we move maybe the Northeast Asia? Can we move the Giuseppe down maybe? I mean, what's required? What's our required tonnage? We don't have any required tonnage during wartime. Okay, so let's move the Giuseppe down to Southeast Asia. Or I guess the Lombardia, down to Southeast Asia to help shore up the defense down there. Okay, 12 more months for you. Subs are still going strong. Still doing fine. Looks like not fine, because we're blockaded, but we're still doing okay. You're going into the Indian Ocean, so you'll be there pretty soon. You're a modern light cruiser. I think we can build light cruisers now that actually have like dual mounts and are fairly modern. Yeah, that looks much better. Yeah, and that's oil firing. It's actually a very good design. It's 12 6-inch guns and triple mounts. Increased elevation, director and DP. Good anti-aircraft battery. Good torpedo mounts. Increase weight a little bit. Or we can increase the ammo a little bit. Decrease weight just a smidge. That makes a pretty good actual light cruiser. I did this just to demonstrate, but I actually really like this. This is much more modern than our older ones. That looks really good. If only we had some... Well, actually, I don't think we could fit like a scout plane on here. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's save design. Costs a little bit, but I mean, I think I'm okay with that. And next turn. Yes. Asena is in the yard with engine problems. Sink 2 subs for one of ours. We sink 8 merchants. That's good. Small engagement. Accept. Attack enemy ships in general. Probably from the Libyan. No, we don't have anything in range. This is supposedly a small engagement, so we'll see what they have here. take off those. Because do we even have an airbase down here? I don't think we do. No, not Tobruk either. Is it at Benghazi? Do we have a no, we are. Do we have a Tripoli? No. There might be something we'd have to look into. Maybe an airbase down here if I'm not already spotting one, because I don't think I am. And we're not getting like a range, so that's something. And our airship recon's out and already back. Let's go to ultra fast, see if they spot anything as we go along. Alright, no contact between fleets. It was a couple of destroyers. And they already, yeah, doubled backed around us. It was a draw. No, the Americans have backed off a little bit. Apparently they decided they didn't need as much to fight us. They need some up here to fight the Germans. Which they do, because the Germans have a shitload of things. You need to move to Northern Europe. Or you need to move from Northern Europe into the Mediterranean. So that's something. Improved director. Is it the director firing? Yeah, it's just director firing that's different on these things, which would probably be a good upgrade, but whatever. Okay, for you. Oh, and we're naming it after our, like, super badass light cruiser. Our new light cruiser design is named after the badass light cruiser design that was in Southeast Asia for all those years and kind of wrecked, like, a lot of things during its tenure, so that's kind of cool, actually. Alright. So I'm thinking... what am I thinking? Not a lot, I can assure you. I don't... Not very deep here. At least we hurt their light cruiser and their destroyer complements quite a bit with that last battle. Oh, one thing I wanted to check. Air groups. Yeah, you're fine, but you only have torpedo bombers. Let's go ahead and expand this base. That's Etria. We don't have one down south. That's right. Okay, let's go here. I do want air cover down here. Build fortification. I want an airbase. That's Senya. Build that up. It costs a little bit of money, but it will be worth it. Okay, and then that's done. Keep the motor torpedo boat squadrons. Those will help. Probably. Alright. Well, looking at the time, I think that's going to be the end of this episode, because I can't see anything else to really do that wouldn't go to another turn, and that would probably lead to a battle, which would lead to us going over on the episode. So, thank you for joining me for this episode. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below to hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, consider the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to our Discord and Patreon page. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye!